Hello, hello all again, and welcome back to the webinar. This is time for session 3, Advancing and Sharing Scientific and Legal Technological Innovation to Grow Economies. Let's welcome Mr. Amirali NASIR, Vice President of the Law Society of Hong Kong. Our speakers are Dr. Sirui Han, Assistant Professor of the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology and Head of Research Division of Hong Kong Generative AI Research and Development Center. Mr. Timothy Ho, Head of Customer Success, Hong Kong and Taiwan, LexisNexis Legal and Professional. Mr. Albert LEUNG, Acting Chief Executive Officer and Chief Technology Officer of eBRAM International Online Dispute Resolution Center Limited. And Mr. Phil Wong, Co-founder and CEO of YOOV Internet Technology Asia Limited. Again, if you have any questions for the speakers, please feel free to type your questions in the Q&A box during or after the presentations. Our moderator and speakers, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. We in the legal field, what has happened recently? Our values have definitively changed by two dramatic historical events that have changed the DNA of human development. First was in 2019, just COVID, which I call change of values initiated by disease. And the second COVID was 2022, is change of values initiated by design. So insan, or mankind, is now firmly on the path of technological development, leading to a new era of developing socio-economic, commercial, medical, scientific, and most importantly, legal area. Design of AI, design of generative AI, law tech, biolaw tech, are all important, but ultimately law is ubiquitous and will cover all. This really leads me to see whether we should be considering Hamlet's speech, where he said, to be or not to be, that is a question. Whether it's noble in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of atrocious fortune, or to take arms against the sea of trouble and end them. So this is what we're facing. We have to address the sea of change. And with that in mind, we have three eminent speakers who have already been introduced to you. So we'll start off with Dr. Sirui Han, who's going to show a video and also talk about her views on the change that we are facing as mankind.
Very proud to be part of the program. So my name is Sirui Han and come from Hong Kong, USD. So for the record, I'm trained as a lawyer. So my career now is to part of the generative AI. So I will also demonstrate the work we do at Hong Kong, USD on an interdisciplinary level. So our perspective, our motion to actually initiate the project is that Hong Kong, for the city, it actually needs its own model, generative AI model for security reasons, and then for the local cultural reasons, and also for the local market reasons. But of course, Hong Kong has its own culture, which is unique, and also that applies to legal field. So we have successfully launched our first flagship models earlier this year. So it was widely covered in the media and is currently used by the Hong Kong government. So we also launched our AI governance report, which provides some guidelines and insights into how users, developers, professionals in the field may find generative AI or large language models useful. Based on that perspective, I would like to show some of the work that we have done here for the law sector. So this is a platform that we initiate for the lawyers and users that might require access to legal advices in Hong Kong. So the video actually provides a case about a user asking advice for medical issues. And then the model asks for further information, whether there are any supporting materials. And then very soon, the users set provides more details. And also additionally, they provided further documentations, including any lease arrangements supporting that husband and wife are actually living together. And then the model quickly analyzing and understanding the legal documents, which may take human lawyer a few times to do. So here is actually reviewing the document. And after reviewing documents, the model actually can summarize the timeline, the key highlights, and the case of the disputes, and then provide some insights. So this is a traditional way that the automated legal process that large language models could tell us. But still, we still have some questions. To this end, we are already at the large language model era for legal services. And of course, we could ask the model to scan the document, right? So you could read the PDF documents and then to make further summarizations. So this will of course help a professional in the field as well as newcomers and then people who have no background in legal services or legal knowledge to have really quick and fast access to legal services or justice. But the questions may soon arise that at the same time that we see that the model is very powerful, but on the other hand, we might question, right, how precise the model could be. Number two, how safe the model could be, right? So based on these two questions, we want to come back a little bit towards the initiative, right? So why Hong Kong lawyer or Hong Kong legal field need this kind of technology advancement? We are already the global first, very large legal service market. We have clients coming from all over the world. And then what strikes to us is that the Lexi Hong Kong or the legal empowered model might provide more information, more services at a really lower cost to our users, to our citizens. And this enhances our access to justice as well as the overall access to legal service to long-tail customers. So, and then we are also seeing that for other documents around the world, other governments around the world, they're actually proposing the same services. So this is number one, to build our capacity. Number two, to catching up with the rest of the world. So we see that from a commercial perspective, what is the outlook may look like for all of us. So for example, Hong Kong has a really well-established financial markets, and then these legal services is of course has a market volume that's around world's leading side. So for the technology, when we come back to the question, how good we are in terms of the legal soundness, in terms of technology side, we see that for building our model, we actually take care of a lot of the data set, because we see that large language model is very much driven by data. And then if you don't have good data, we don't have good model. So in order to avoid garbage in, garbage out, we actually curated the data really well. And then we actually fine-tuned the model with a very good, I think more than 100K question and answer pairs for the training data set. And we also look at the value safety and then make sure that the data is non-toxic and non-contaminated. So also we have also curated an evaluation systems, not only the the well-used evaluation systems that are used by the Meta and Llama and OpenAI. We also develop our own evaluation metrics for Hong Kong law. So based on this perspective, we actually fine-tune the model that's specifically used for Hong Kong law. So basically, we think that this kind of perspective, of course, from a pro bono perspective, you will be able to enhance people's reaches of legal services. So what are the advantage that we have for here, standing here at the intersection of technology and law? So we see that, of course, we are building upon a really large community with passion for AI technology. So the technology is actually developing really fast. We could build upon that and add into our know-how and expertise of Hong Kong legal services, and then we will be able to enhance the efficiency as well as the access to justice perspective of the Hong Kong legal system. So it will be able to help us as a professional lawyer to enhance our efficiency, to save time, and so that the senior lawyers, senior counsels, they will have much more time to focus on the high-end, high-value cases. So looking ahead, we believe that the legal services AI-empowered Hong Kong will be really emerging and then expanding really, really quick. So into 10 years' time, we are looking at around more than 5,000 billion market volume for this sector, right? We believe that AI-empowered legal services will be part of that and may be a major part of that. So of course, looking ahead about the global market, we see that the number is also looking positive, right? But we might be ready for some capacity building along the way in our local market, right? So that will be very much about my talk today. So I hope to discuss with you, my friends, colleagues, and then professionals in the field about the prospects of legal services in Hong Kong. Thank you.
Siri, I know that you have to leave, so could I ask you a question, if that's okay with you?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, so you can see, I'd like to get your views on generative AI on the Hong Kong legal market. What do you think will be the challenges for lawyers as their role, and also the quality of legal services with a view to generative AI?
Yes. So I think this is a very good question. Thank you so much for that. So we believe that there are two aspects that our friends might be really care about. Number one is how do we position technology in our legal services? Will technology replace human lawyers or they empower human lawyers? So number one, to that end, we believe that AI or generative AI at the moment, they stand in the role of AI assistant, meaning that they are only co-pilots. They are helping people to do their work better in a faster way and then to retrieve information in a more efficient way. And that will be really much part of that. And number two, very critically, we think that human must be in the loop about AI-empowered legal services because as human lawyers, we need to get a bar. We need to pass the qualification. There's no way that machine could potentially pass a Hong Kong bar locally. So, and also the lawyer, they need to, as a professional, they need to be responsible for the whole package of the legal services. So they will be the person holding the final say about what is the quality of the services and then the feedback. So essentially, it will be the final say will remain in the hands of human lawyers. So that will be my overall reaction to your question. Thank you so much.
I'm going to ask you one question, which I'll put to you, but to the others, maybe they can address it later on. And it's this: the generative AI will try and address some of the legal specific dynamics for lawyers, primarily is administration of a law firm, the precedents and workflow of a law firm, but then more into reasoning for law, and also problem solving. And problem solving deals with both the human element, the legal element, and of course the commercial element. And it will be interesting because ChatGPT, Perplexity, DeepSeek, they have different models within their model. And depending on how much power you want to use, you can say reasoning 1, reasoning 2, etc. So for law, we can definitely use those reasoning, but I believe reasoning for law, you need a different type of model for reasoning. And I think that needs to be developed. And so it is more complex, specifically for law. So any thoughts, since you've done quite a lot of work on the advantages and you've got a very interesting slide on the different aspects. So perhaps on this one, if you can just focus on how you would design the reasoning model and the problem-solving model for lawyers specifically.
Thank you. So this is a really important question. So legal reasoning is, of course, fundamentally different from general reasoning. So our work here at UST, we actually developed encoding model is called legal reasoner. So how do we develop that? Is that we are actually subtracting the logic of reasoning from existing court judgments. So basically, we see that the court judgments is a wealth of data set and the wealth of know-how of legal the legal world, and it's also widely accepted in the legal jurisdiction and the legal professionals society. So we believe that if we want to refer to something about legal reasoning, then court judgments will be the best one that we could refer to. Also, we understand that Hong Kong is a common law jurisdiction, which means that the establishment of data court judgment is much more, perhaps, compared with other peer jurisdictions. So we believe that Hong Kong is specifically fit for the use of large language model, especially for the highly complex legal reasoning. So we are still on our way to train better model with empowered, enhanced legal reasoning for Hong Kong law, but we believe that it's only in Hong Kong that we could do that. But if we do that, then essentially part of the world will enjoy the benefits of further know-how and further access to legal reasoning here in Hong Kong.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think that's also interesting because when you put in the models from law cases, and of course you've got precedents from law cases, but sometimes in certain books that the courts refer to, if you take the reasoning from that, the author puts in his own ideas and suggestions, like in treaty on contracts, on certain contractual principles, the authors put in their ideas as to what the law should be in relation to this specific topic. And so reasoning, picking up something from a law book which has not yet adopted by the courts is also going to be another technological challenge which the designers would have to fit in. Any comments on that?
Indeed, fully agree. So the question will be, and the challenge will be for the technical engineers. So it depends on how we balance the data. So we have hierarchy of law in our legal world, and then we also have hierarchy of data for the CS world, computer science world. So the thing that we need to do is that to arrange the respective data that go into the first hierarchy, which perhaps is set to the black and white law and court judgment. And for the administrative or academic perspective on law, they are second tier, and then they are not having priority in terms of when we are training the model with different kinds and different sources of data. So I believe that this is not a dead end. It's a problem, a challenge that could be fixed or tackle, but it depends very much on how we curated the data. So in USC, when I will do our data curation, we actually separated and then tag the different sources of data so that the model understands when there's a case coming in, new questions coming in, it will first refer to related court cases, related law judgments, and related statutes, rather than first goes to academic books or other more informal sources. Thank you.
And one final question, Siri, before I go, because your talk is so interesting and thought-provoking that questions keep coming to my mind. So the final question would be, you're obviously a lawyer and a scientist. How important is it for the development of Gen AI for there to be a person who's knowledgeable in both?
Thank you. So I think so the work done here at USC is for AI plus law. It's not work of solo contribution. It's a teamwork. So we have computer scientists, we have lawyers, we have also other professionals coming in to build the work together. But from my perspective, I think for building a law model, we definitely need lots of know-how, expertise in law, because technological is neutral. It has no clear natural essence, right? It can be either good or bad. So whether we want the model to be legally sound is essentially design that comes from the know-how and potential domain expertise that are trained by lawyer, right? So basically we see that in the era of artificial intelligence or generative model, we don't think that lawyers who have professional knowledge will be challenged in terms of their career development. We actually see that is a new potential of growth because it's only the trained lawyer that have a clear know-how about what a model could be useful, how a model could be useful in their day-to-day work. And that is the potential, the real potential for the future of AI plus law in Hong Kong. Thank you.
Great, so much information. Thank you very much for sharing all of that. I have a number of other questions, but I think I ought to give time for the other speakers and then I'll take those questions. But I know you may have to go early, but thank you so much in advance for your help.
Thank you so much.
So may I now invite Phil Wong, co-founder, CEO of YOOV Internet Technology Asia Limited, who will be giving us his ideas about advancing and sharing scientific and legal technology. Phil?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, good afternoon all. This is Phil, the co-founder and CEO of YOOV Internet Technology. So basically, we are a 10 years old tech company, focusing on different workflow automation, and also recently we have incorporated different AI elements in different workflow for businesses. So this is my honor to have a presentation to all of you now. And yeah, actually, we have been in this field for around 10 years, and we have actually see the pain point of adopting automation, or actually and the effect of AI. So actually, for the pain points for the digitalization in general, we can see that there is as you all know, is the money issue. That means system or automation is very expensive. But this is only part of the factors. So actually, the most hindrance for adopting or implementing digitalization actually is the learning curve for the automation or systems. So why we recently incorporate many AI elements in different workflows or different automation, because AI can largely lower the learning curve of all the users. You can see that I think you guys have played with OpenAI or ChatGPT. So you guys actually can imagine how easy and how to use AI in your life, can adopt in all the things. So basically, we are now riding on this ease, and now we will provide automation and automation technologies to all the corporates very easily to let them to incorporate in their business operation. So I can actually tell an example, but this is not related to a legal field. So basically, we have some clients in property management field, and then actually, as you know, there are many works orders for each real estates. For the property management. So we have a client over 140,000 works order per year for an estate. So actually, there's a security guard that need to have monitoring every day and need to mark down all the defects, such as they need to replace the lamp and so on. So actually, with AI, you know, a security guard is always old and not educated. So with the help of AI, they just need to speak to the WhatsApp or the AI platform. For example, there is a lamp is not function, and the place is block 3, third floor, and tell the AI such information, and they will easily generate those works order to the back end, including the approval of different departments, and also send to the repair section, and the repair section can go to the property management, go to the property to repair all the things. So you will see that how it can help for the 140,000 works order in this with the AI. So it can largely reduce those learning curve for those security guard. So actually, these kind of things can apply to different industry, including the legal field, the law firms. So basically, so now I will tell some of the applications in for the AI and the automation technologies in the legal field. So can I share the one-page screen? Yeah, so basically, as I mentioned, YOOV, that means our company, helping different businesses to ease their workflow and their operation. So in specific for the law firms, we are helping them actually. I think it's agentic AI for to see how to help them to do all the things or partially the things that they are handling in the law firm. So basically, the first one is the AI assistant, because we are doing AI and automation. So basically, actually, they can, or lawyers or other colleagues in the law firm can use the AI platform to help them to do many things. So the first simple things is that their daily work, including it must be the contact with the clients, and the clients will have many questions to the law firm. So basically, lawyers or law firm can apply AI assistant to their firm or in their website, basically to have some preliminary screening for those clients' information or the bookings for the legal consultancy. So basically, they can have a automatic generation for those time slots that can help lawyers to streamline all the admin works for that. And this is the first one. And besides, actually, they can, the AI agent can help to ask the clients different questions, so to streamline the service that can given to the clients, such as they can ask them to have some preliminary documents, such as any evidence, any documents related to the case, and so on. So this is a easy, but a very important assistance to all our clients, including law firms, because this can largely streamline what they are providing the service in their field. Yeah, that's the first scenario that we applying AI to the law firm. So yeah, so besides, actually we are helping some law firms for doing some AI OCR issues. What's mean by AI OCR is that you can scan different documents to the server or to the cloud, and then AI will automatically can find out different aspects you would like to know, including some client's information, some terms that's in a hard copy of the legal documents, and so on. Besides that we can, with scanning many such things to the cloud, actually we can have a very fast fast analysis on different legal documents, and actually this can help lawyers to streamline to save much time on different cases, including they need to drill into some points for each case, and even they would like to find some maybe some points that they actually at the normal time they are very hard to find out. So AI can find out all these things for you. So for different cases, this application can save much time for lawyers to do many such research or many such handling for all different cases. So this is the second application for applying AI to the legal field. So actually, besides we can apply AI to the legal research automation as well. So we can train or put all the the law into teach the AI. And when your clients have some inquiries of different aspects of different laws, I know one lawyers can't know all the laws in their database. So actually, they apart from they find out those laws, terms, and rules by themselves, page by page. Actually, they can ask AI to solve for them and to handle all such research for them, including the laws and including some cases based on specific facts and inquiries. So actually, there are lots of things that AI can help lawyers to do and can help law firm to streamline all their daily heavy workload. So at this moment, I think these applications are really helpful for the lawyers. And in the future, I think the automation part will be far more mature, and even I'm not meaning that AI will replace lawyers. I think that's not impossible at the near future. But how to help lawyers to do the works very efficiently, and I think that's the AI's role in the near future. So I think even for drafting contracts, for drafting commercial contracts, and so on, they will be automatically they can be automatically drafted these contracts in the near future, I think. But we still need a lawyer for their professional input to sign off these agreements. So yeah, so I think in the near future we will see more and more workloads can be done by AI, but we still need lawyers to have their professional judgment on this. So that's I think that's all for my presentation for how AI can put in the law firm. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Phil, for a wonderful assistance on the type of AI that we can use. Examples of that, I'm sure they're going to be developing. So yeah. With that in mind, can I then, we're becoming more specific. Dr. Sirui talked about the broad aspects of developing and models of AI. Phil is going to be speaking more specifically of general assistance programs available to lawyers generally, and then we're going to become more specific. So I now invite Mr. Albert LEUNG, Acting Chief Executive Officer, Chief Technology Officer of eBRAM International Online Dispute Resolution Center, to give us his perspective on dispute resolution, so becoming more specific.
I am an engineer, but recently obtained a Master of Law and also become fellow member of CIF and Hong Kong IF. I leverage my technology background and contribute to build arbitration and mediation platform. eBRAM is a law tech startup company in Hong Kong. We are independent non-profit organization, and Law Society of Hong Kong and Bar Association, together with Asian Academy of International Law, are eBRAM's founding members. My company supported by DOJ of Hong Kong government and also supported by Innovation and Technology Commission and LSCM R&D Center, also part of Hong Kong government departments. In the past, we built law tech platform, but why we need law tech? It brings some benefits to us, such as efficiency with automation in tasks like automate contract analysis or doing legal research. I believe Timothy from LexisNexis will talk about how leverage AI in legal research. Yes, law tech, leverage technology can help lawyer to do research and also document generation, summarization, etc. From the internet connectivity, eBRAM built ODR, online dispute resolution platform, and deal-making platform. We can use those platforms connect to everywhere around the world, and it lower the barrier for legal services and also brings access to justice. Our platforms leverage blockchain technology to ensure transactions and agreements are tamper-proof. It means all documents are verifiable, and such the parties increase trust in legal procedure. From legal service board research figures, in the past year, there are increased number of arbitration case law, and compared with litigation and arbitration, it obviously the time to process each arbitration case from 21.5 months in average down to around 16 months. So that is the beauty of arbitration. And eBRAM stand for electronic business related arbitration and mediation. My company purpose is to use alternate dispute resolution method to help the parties have other ways to solve their commercial dispute. But use law tech, there are obvious advantage such as cost reduced by 50% and time reduced by 60% for overall hearing case according to Legal Service Board. So with this background, eBRAM in the past few years already built Hong Kong Legal Cloud. There are around 2,200 lawyers in Hong Kong already registered the platform. And eBRAM partner with LexisNexis have Lexis Advanced built in on the legal cloud. And we also have online dispute resolution platform and deal-making portal. I will elaborate more in details. With law tech, it combine some technology jargon such as AI. I believe Phil and CV already elaborate more about how AI can help lawyers. We also leverage blockchain and eKYC, and all our platforms conduct cyber security and privacy impact assessment, so that all our platform are according to international security standard. in the internet world, how to recognize the people, real person, we leverage eKYC. It means all the parties can use their mobile phone, just scan their identity card and face, and the system in back end can verify the identity. The accuracy is around 99.97% according to the figures. And for all the banking systems, Hong Kong Monetary Authority has prerequisites to requires all the financial system to use eKYC process to identify all the persons using internet application. So eBRAM system also leverage eKYC. And with AI, all the documents scanned electronically and use OCR to recognize the characters. And we also train the LLM with legal domain knowledge, so that all the agreement, legal related document are relevant. We also use AI to do real-time transcription and translation. After all the hearing, meeting, we can export all the transcript after the meeting. The leverage generative AI, we can do summarization about the meeting transcript, and also eBRAM going to use GenAI to prepare procedural order for arbitration hearing. We leverage blockchain and encryption for all the signed document, so that it is tamper-proof and no one can erase all the documents stored on our platform, so that all the document become a truth copy. By means of online dispute resolution platform, the end-to-end process built on the same platform, and parties and or their legal representative can just submit an application, and our back-end case management team can process the case. And the parties, once upon our institution appoint mediator or arbitrator, they can use our online hearing system to conduct mediation or arbitration. And finally, all the document can be signed electronically and stored on blockchain. eBRAM is one of the recognized APAC ODR according to APAC Economy. And eBRAM also built ODR platform for other institutions such as ELCO, Hong Kong Regional Arbitration Center, the ODR platform powered by eBRAM, and also Financial Dispute Resolution Center. They manage financial and security related dispute, and the system already built and supported by eBRAM. eBRAM and ELCO can also do interim measure for PLC cases. And let me play a video of our ODR platform.
The eBRAM ODR platform. Easy, cost-effective, secure. It's your one-stop solution for your dispute resolution needs. From case submission to case resolution, the eBRAM ODR platform provides technological and logistical coverage for common arbitration and mediation processes. Sign into the platform and get an overview of your cases, no matter whether you are involved as a party to the case, as counsel, or as an arbitrator or mediator. You can submit new cases via guided forms. The platform works regardless of whether the case is eBRAM administered or is an ad hoc arbitration or mediation, and regardless of whether it is domestic or cross-border. Review your case information and status at a glance, anytime, anywhere. Stay in the loop with the financial aspects of the case too. Fix your procedural timetable with the parties in the case online in real time. And see it also in calendar view. Exchange submissions, submit evidence, and put documents on record in the Communications and Files section. Received a foreign language document from the other side? Translate it directly on the platform. Host your procedural conferences, pre-hearing calls, arbitration hearings, and mediation sessions directly via the video conferencing system, conveniently integrated with the eBRAM ODR platform. Transcribe your hearings and translate witness evidence on the fly. The translation works in 15 languages. Export your transcriptions at the end of the session. And if you need to sign documents quickly, use the included e-signage feature so that you can secure any settlement agreements immediately, even if the parties are far apart. Use the eBRAM ODR platform alongside eBRAM's institutional services, and use eBRAM's arbitration rules, mediation rules, or APEC rules in your next case. Or use eBRAM's hearing support services for your next ad hoc arbitration or mediation. Let the eBRAM ODR platform reduce common logistical frictions encountered during dispute resolution processes. Reduce your costs and resolve your dispute within a bank-grade encrypted environment without the geographical limitations. Be ready. Visit odr.ebram.org today and register for an account on the eBRAM ODR platform.
All our platform, LawTech platform built in the past, we appoint third-party Big Four company to conduct not only penetration tests to make sure comply with cybersecurity standard, but also conduct privacy impact assessment so that our system can comply with PDPO in Hong Kong, GDPR in European Union, and also personal information protection law in mainland China. eBRAM already obtained ISO 27001 so that our platform and the whole organization comply with information security management. We also obtained a prize in Generative Award 2 years before. That is the end of my part. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Albert. That's very interesting. I have some questions for you after we've heard from Timothy Ho, who's going to be more specific now. Something which is of interest to lawyers generally is Head of Customer Success, Hong Kong and Taiwan, LexisNexis Legal and Professional. So I think it's all ears after eBRAM, which is procedural, very informative, but something more specific like legal research. So Tim, I invite you to please present your talk.
Sure. Thank you, Amirali. Can you see my screen and also hear me?
I can hear you and I can see the screen.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you. So thank you for all the other panelists for the presentation. So as LexisNexis, I'm Timothy. I'm going to be the last to share on this panel. First of all, I'm very happy to be on this panel. Other than that, I would like to share with you all that I'm sure that everybody understands LexisNexis is a very well-known global legal research company that we have been providing this database to helping lawyers all around the world to support your legal research or drafting solutions for a very long time, starting about more than 200 years ago. So moving on to the next technology, in this about 12 minutes presentation, we would like to present to you as in what our next product is going to look like. At the same time, we would like to share with you in terms of how do we handle generative AI and how do we approach this matter, including the methodology and also the content that we actually feed into the AI. So before I start, I'd like to share with you all a video, so you can take a look as in what the video, what the product actually looks like. We call it Lexis Plus AI, which is our next legal generative AI product. So let me voice out a little bit. Let me do a walkthrough. So basically, our latest product is called Lexis Plus AI, which we're going to launch soon in Hong Kong. So what this product looks like, it was actually have 4 main functions. The first is about asking a legal question. So later on, you can actually ask any types of questions, regardless of what types of practice areas that we cover, whether it's criminal law, in commercial law, or family, or other practice areas that would do. So it's not limited by any practice areas that you're specialized in. The second thing you can also do on the platform is that you can actually ask the AI to draft clauses, to draft emails. Later on, I would like to show you, you can also ask to draft questions, etc. The third function is about you can ask the AI to summarize a legal case for you. So the AI will actually look into the judgment itself and actually summarize and tell you what is the ruling, the ratio behind that case, which I will show you in details later on too. Last but not least will be the final version, which be about you can actually upload a document. You can upload a single document to ask the AI to analyze the document you've uploaded. You can also upload multiple documents at the same time and ask the AI to do the analysis across 2 documents and ask to do a comparison between 2 documents too. So what we have tested previously is that you can upload statement of claim and also defense and ask the AI to summarize the pleadings and compare the pleadings between the 2. And so what we do is that we're actually loading our LexisNexis proprietary information into the AI. So that's why what you see on the platform, we support all these 4 functions. And what differentiates our product from other providers, it's because we have accumulated, around 200 years of legal information and knowledge that which the lawyers have been using for a very long time. What we're trying to do is how do we make good use of these proprietary legal information to provide a more accurate and reliable legal answers to questions that are actually asked by any lawyers or students would like to make good use of the platform to help them with the practice or studies. So this is how we do. Now, in terms of the platform itself, the video just now, the audio is just the background music. So there was a brief introduction of what the product actually does. So now you'll see like 4 functions, what it actually does. I'll give you a brief summary. I would like to give you some examples because right now, nowadays, there's so many AI out there. Sometimes it's actually quite difficult for you to decide for yourself as in which one is actually good and what is actually not good. So probably I would like to show you some examples to help you to make some decisions and also to decide for yourself whether an AI is actually accurate or not. So I'll show you some examples one by one. So this Lexis Plus AI is actually coming to Hong Kong in July 2025, which is pretty soon now. We have launched this product in 5 jurisdictions. So now it's available in US law, in UK law, in Australian law, Canadian, and French law. So 5 jurisdictions already, Lexis Plus AI is already available. In 2025, we are launching this in Hong Kong, also in Southeast Asia, and also New Zealand. We foresee probably going to launch it in more and more markets as well. So what we actually do is actually separate these AI separately. So therefore, we hope to mitigate some of the hallucination that would arise from asking a question of law in Hong Kong law, which the AI may giving you US law. We try to mitigate a little bit of that kind of hallucination risks. So what you ask, for example, in Hong Kong platform, you can ask this in Hong Kong law. The AI will only answer in Hong Kong law. Same thing with UK law and other parts of the world as well. Hallucination is, we try our best to mitigate it. We won't be able to claim that it's 100% hallucination free. It's just part and parcel of the technology of generative AI as of now. So what we're trying to do is that we try to provide different methods to mitigate it, hopefully to give users a more reliable answers. So the first thing is using our data. None of your data will be used to train our AI. So all the information that you're seeing, we're training our AI with the LexisNexis proprietary information through all these years. Secondly, once you see the answers from the results, we're also providing you with sources, which means that you can actually fact check and verify where is the source of the information that you're seeing. So this is a little bit of the background in terms of how do we do it. Now let's give you some examples, so at least you could decide for yourself, and at the same time you see for yourself. So I tried to use some examples that I'm sure everybody on the panel and also all the audiences, around 1,000 of you here will be able easy for you to relate and understand. So I'm trying to use a Donohue and Stevenson example here. It's a very simple prompt. I'm just asked the AI to summarize Donohue and Stevenson, and also ask the AI to identify what's the ratio in this case. So the AI, the Lexis plus AI reply, telling us that the ratio decedenta of Donohue and Stevenson is about a duty of care that's actually owed by a manufacturer in the product in the absence of a contractual relationship. I leave it to you to read by yourself, but you can see it actually identifies what is the core and the crux of the negligence law in tort law, what we learned in early law school. Then secondly, we also asked the AI to draft a legal research note, just like any students or trainee or practitioners that you may actually do. So you will see that the AI trying to do a summary. This is just the first page. There's a second page I'll show you in the next slide. So the AI would try to show a little bit like what we've learned in law school, IRAC. So we show you the issue, the facts, the application of the law, and the conclusion as well. So you will see, first of all, we show you the introduction, what this negligence law is all about. They show a little bit of the statement of facts, but right now I'm just asking to write a note on Donohue and Stevenson. So you will see it focuses a lot on the legal standards and rules that's actually been established by the court in tort law. So you identify, the duty of care and negligence, the forcibility and proximity. The third, we're going to see the breach of duty and causation, and fourth, the scope of liability. So you may wonder, as in how is the AI be able to retrieve and giving you all this data? Because by our training, what we are feeding the AI with would be all the, not just the legislation or cases that you've heard, just now. Not only those, we also train the data with the secondary content that we have been collecting, including, for example, hospital laws of Hong Kong, the annotated ordinances that I'm sure that a lot of you may have, have read before and for your practice. So there are also some other more legal resources that we're using too. So we're actually making good use of this information and feed that to the AI. So that's why you see there are a lot of blue hyperlinks in there, which if you like to verify, you can actually click them, and the system will bring you back to the original source, which is our original platform. So that's why what you're seeing is that we are just adding generative AI on top of our original legal research platform. We are not removing the original platform because they still have a very important value in verifying whether the information that you're seeing is actually correct. So what you're seeing is that the AI is helpful to help you to identify the legal principles and rules that you know in tort law established by Donohue and Stevenson. Then we're going to talk about the analysis of this case. So analyze a little bit more on Donohue and Stevenson case about the duty of care, how to establish a claim in negligence, and also the scope of liability. So this is a little bit more of the elaboration on what you've seen in the previous section concerning legal rules and standards and principles. Last but not least, and finish off with a conclusion in terms of like what is the landmark principle that is established by this case in modern negligence law. Now, of course, this case has been a long time ago, but this is based on what you can ask the AI do, because we have already been collecting all these cases over all these years. You don't need to upload anything in terms of a case analysis summary. Just put in the case citation or the case name that you would like. Then the system will be able to identify those information and tell you the analysis of that case, just like what I'm demonstrating to you on Donohue and Stevenson. So later on, when you see the Hong Kong version, you can also try it with, for example, Akai Holdings or any other landmark Hong Kong cases that you may see fit. It's entirely up to you as you may please. So this would be in terms of how it works, in terms of summarizing a case. Hopefully that gives you a sense or at least a taste in terms of how our AI, how does it work? At the same time, how do we process the data from our side, and hopefully that will be helpful for your understanding. Now, other than summarizing a legal case, there's also ask the AI to draft information as well. In the video just now, you can actually draft emails. You can also draft clauses. You can also draft other types of documents too. Now, what I'd like to demonstrate to you in here is that you can also ask the AI to help you to prepare for a trial, such as for examination in chief or line questioning, if you are preparing for trial tomorrow, for example. So right now, what I'm trying to do is like telling the AI that, for example, I'm representing a defendant who PNG pleaded not guilty to AOABH, and also listed what is the injury that's suffered by the victim, and it occurred at a pub, and ask the AI to draft a line of questioning for prosecution examination in chief. So what you see, what the AI is trying to do is that it's trying to understand that what you're trying to do, at the same time explain the standard and the rules for examination in chief. So you will see that you need to ask open-ended question and cannot ask closed question, and also mention about self-induced intoxication. I just have 1 or 2 slides I'm gonna finish up pretty soon. So here you will see the live questions for the examination in chief. You will see the flow, how it started at first, and all the way till about the emotional and physical damage. Now, of course, probably it's not enough for your trial, may probably last more than a day, that you can ask the AI to elaborate. Then the AI will actually provide you even more questions that you can think of, to help you to provide more specifics for the trial that you may need. So this will be a little bit of the introduction in terms of what the product looks like. It's not exhaustive for the interest of time, but just to give you an idea. So if you'd like to learn more about, please feel free to scan the QR code on the left, show the interest on LexisNexis. We're happy to provide you with more information. We're also doing a survey, so if you like, please feel free to scan the other QR code to do our survey as well. So thank you very much, LexisNexis, for the invitation, and this will be about it, about my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Tim, for introducing LexisNexis. Very interesting features. I have some questions coming up, but what I'll do is I'll take 3 questions that we have online, and it's for all of you, if you can answer it. So the first one is how to make the whole AI system more affordable for law firms. Majority are small firms, 45% sole proprietors. To have such AI system, not only about setup costs, also maintenance costs, also subject to the risk that the system may be hacked, causing trouble to the lawyer. So can I ask Tim first, because you went last. So any response to that particular question?
Concerning about the maintenance costs, right?
Yes, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
I assume for you'll answer from the LexisNexis model that you've just presented.
Yeah, maybe I explain a little bit in terms of how this actually works. I think for us, of course, we actually work with a lot of because we work with a lot of external large language model. We're not using one, but we're actually doing a multi-model approach. So what we actually do is that once we have these contract with external parties, that we actually also incur costs on ourselves in terms of how do we maintain that. If there's actually a new model coming up on generative AI, as LexisNexis, we may also consider potential to actually include more AI model into the AI to improve the efficiency and productivity of LexisNexis too. Whereas for the cost for our users, that would be similar to what we've been, touch basing with our customers as well. So we'll actually line out a very specific, again, clear subscription cost and price in terms of how much that's going to cost for that particular year, for example. So once that has been committed, so that would be basically pretty much fixed. So for lawyers and law firms, that you actually have a high visibility that how much that's going to cost your firm once the contract or proposal is proposed to you, and also when the contract is signed. So all that cost will be actually fixed by them, unless when we reach the expiry date, then there would be a new, there would be, after a year or 2 years or 3 years, depending on, the situation by that time. But at least for this contract period, the cost is pretty much fixed. And hopefully that will provide more certainty and flexibility for the users.
Albert, so the first question is about costs, maintenance, and risk. I think you can answer all these very quickly as far as the eBRAM model is concerned.
Yeah, for eBRAM, Hong Kong Legal Cloud yearly subscription basis, before February, end of February this year, it is subsidized by DOJ, but now all lawyers can pay yearly fee. For ODR and deal making portal is by per case basis, but it's down to few thousand Hong Kong dollar as administration fee for online dispute cases such as mediation or arbitration. Neutral and mediation fee will depend on who the party selected. And for risks, we already conduct cyber security tests, and we have ISO 27001. One thing is about generative AI. We leverage the LLM as proprietary model and build and install on local cloud under Hong Kong jurisdiction to leverage the data to send out of Hong Kong jurisdiction. Yes.
And Abbott, I think the important answer for law firms would be, of course, your data stored in Hong Kong.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Phil, any comments on the cost, maintenance, and risk? Because you've provided 3 different models on workflow.
Yes, actually, maybe some of the concept or idea that AI system or AI workflow is very expensive. But I can tell nowadays, actually, AI is becoming much more mature and mature. So before I think you guys have heard about SaaS. SaaS, so software as a service. So it is, I think it is for SMEs and all affordable, which means only maybe few thousands Hong Kong dollars for each month or even a year. So actually, as much as AI is more mature, AI as a service will be the trend. Actually, is happened. And now already, our price plan given to different corporates actually is just like a SaaS platform. So you can have a monthly fee or yearly fee, and then actually maybe a one-off implementation fee. That's it. So I don't think actually AI applying to legal or applying different industry is very expensive now. So you can see that the trend is the cost is going cheaper and cheaper. So subject for the risk, I do still think I agree with all the speakers, and the cloud should be in Hong Kong, and then or some on-prem cloud storage. So that's the risk for the data should be the lowest. Yeah. So that's my comments. Yeah.
Phil, thank you. I'll just move on to the next question. Is there, if there is error or misleading or misrepresentation in the information or analysis provided by the AI system, will the service provider, those who contribute to the data to the system, be held liable, bearing in mind lawyer may be held liable by client and court? So practical question for lawyers and risk. So basically, who will be liable if the AI produces something misleading or produces something which is a misrepresentation? So I'll ask Phil first, then Albert, then Tim.
Let me see. I think in my perspective, I think AI, agentic AI, is just a tools helping lawyers or helping colleagues to ease or streamline their workflow. Actually, as most of the decision or most of the things need to handle should be still on the lawyer side. So that's why this is only an agent to helping lawyers. So I don't think lawyers can take off this role or this responsibility for using AI to do the things and have other things that I said AI is not accurate. I think it's still the responsibility for licensed lawyers. Yeah.
So Phil, it's a bit like a property agent.
Yeah, I think so. I think same as other professionals. So you can see doctor AI may help doctors do a lot of things, but doctors still need to make the professional judgment for all the things. So I think still at this stage, yeah, we cannot take off the responsibility for the lawyers. Yeah, lawyers need to have the responsibility on that. Yeah. But AI can help a lot on ease their workflows. Yeah.
AI as a tool. Albert,
Yes.
what does your tool do?
Yeah. As I mentioned before, AI is good to help lawyers, the parties themselves, or legal representative to make the job faster, more efficient and effective, such as real-time transcription, translation. The accuracy is obviously not 100%. Somehow 80–90% depends on complexity. But all the transcript, if we need to use those transcripts for arbitration, we still need human to do policing work, because some of the sentences wording may not 100% accurate translated. Even if we use generative AI to do summarization, we could easily find hallucination. That is, the machine will generate some result, even though the machine not understand how to respond. So in that sense, we really need human to scan through the result before really using in legal process. To minimize the risk, I think all the application provider or generative AI provider, they have disclaimer. You can easily find any LLM, not 100%, but that is good because machine still cannot replace human and lawyers nowadays.
So Tim, more specific to your model of research.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I echo the other panelists in terms of their comments. I think for the large language model, it's like you said, it's like a tool, and it's not like a lawyer, so it's not actually providing legal advice. It's just that providing a more new way or more efficient way to provide information that you needed in the past. And we still need a lot of human lawyers to exercise your professional judgment, and also with their PQ, rich experience and expertise and PQE to decide what's actually in favor of the client. There are a lot of the information that only the lawyers would know. As the generative AI, we don't have access, such, privileged or confidential information. So it really relies a lot on the lawyers to actually review the accuracy. So this is also where, when we do our Lexis Plus AI, we also have every time that you ask the question, we also provide a note under the answer that the lawyers needs to review the answer to ensure its accuracy. On our part, we also try our best to mitigate the risk. When we launch the product in local markets, we also recruit local lawyers, including Hong Kong, and recruit local lawyers to actually help us to rate the product. So we provide them a set of prompts, for example, or questions. Sometimes they provide those to us as well. And then they will actually rate those answers from AI and see whether the answers actually are up to standard, such as accuracy, comprehensiveness, etc. There's also, we ask them to rate about hallucination. So these information is to help our AI to reduce hallucination, to mitigate the risk to that. So we, other than those proprietary information I mentioned, the legal profession is not isolated from the generative AI at all. They also contributed to how we built this together in Hong Kong and also in other parts of the world.
Tim, I have some questions. I have one more question here.
Yeah.
Sorry, my thing says low power mode. I'll say a question before it ends. How could lawyers protect themselves with the use of the system? Really, only a one-line question, please, from each of you. Start with Tim.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for the question. I think where the question is actually coming from is concerning about the protection. I could personally assume about confidentiality, privileged documents, whether how to protect those risks. At the same time, about the hallucination risks that may actually arise from the AI itself. Now, in terms of the confidentiality or privileged information, what we can actually share is like our external third-party large language model. They do not have access. They cannot tap into or read the prompts or documents that are actually uploaded by our users on the AI. So this is what we try to do in terms of we work with external parties to provide information like that. Only authorized personnel within LexisNexis, you can assume that it should be the AI team to actually look into the prompt. The reason behind is because sometimes when an answer is actually not right or it's actually not good, we need the AI team to actually look into the answer. How do we improve that overall as a result? But that would be the situations, one of the situations where we're actually looking to improve it. But external parties, they won't be able to access the kind of information. So this is what we try to do. Second thing is about technology. The information or the prompt that you send to the AI, it would be encrypted using the AES 256 encryption standards and also using TLS 1.2. There's also another encryption standard that we at transit. These are the two information that we're trying to do to protect or encrypt using technology to protect the information they're trying to send, via our platform, for example. As LexisNexis, we're also subject to all the international applicable data privacy laws and regulations. Thirdly, we are also having audit. So although we tried our best in, trying to inform the market what we're trying to do and protect these information, but we also want to make sure that what we are saying is actually credible. So we actually recruit independent third-party auditor to audit whether what we actually saying, whether we have actually done so. So by reason of technology encryption, by data privacy laws application, and also by audit, this is where we try to protect the data as much as we can. This is what we do on our side. Now, of course, on the user side, we will suggest the user not to upload any privileged or confidential information that you are afraid of being leakage. While we protect on our side, there's a lot of hackers out there. They may still try to break in whatever system out there. So we will suggest that when you upload any information, any documents or information, try to redact or not to upload, these confidential information. So at least it would be even safer on your own. So this will be some suggestions that we would have. Regarding hallucination, I think I mentioned enough in terms of why we try to train our AI with our proprietary information, with local lawyers' expertise, and with the data sources. Hopefully, these three methods is try to helpfully to mitigate the hallucination that you may see from the answers. So this would be my answer to the question. Thank you.
Albert, how about in your system? That's pretty closed system anyway.
Yeah, we have our system, as I mentioned, stored and set up in Hong Kong jurisdiction, and we appoint third-party cybersecurity assessors, conduct penetration tests to make sure our system could not 100% safe, but is already bank according to bank-grade security on the security level. And about the data handling, especially for all the personal data, we have redaction process to hide all the personal data before feed in the generative AI model. And we, as Tim mentioned, not encourage the party to submit any personal data if they use our engine for doing meeting summarization, for example. Yes.
Bill, more broader answer. Can't hear you. Unmute. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, I still think what the key is the security of the cloud or the server. So actually, for example, for us, we are using AWS and Amazon. So you will seldom hear that there is any data leakage or data risk for AWS or some other Microsoft cloud server. So that's why I do believe that this is not a very risky issue for using some reputable cloud for that. But be careful for the on-prem server because we have many clients asking, we would like to have an on-prem because this is more secure as the data is saved in our workplace. So actually, I've continuously educate our clients that on-prem is not as safe as cloud server. You can actually heard many news that those data privacy leakage is on the on-prem. So I can explain a little bit why this will happen. Because normally for the on-prem server in
Phil,
the
explain what on-prem means for people. Not everyone may understand.
I see. On-prem actually is the server located in the private server. I mean private server in your company or in your office. So actually, normally for a private server, you have limited people to manage or maintain this server. So if there is not enough budget or sufficient budget to manage this server, the risk will be high compared with those cloud servers. As you will see, for example, AWS or Microsoft server, there has lots of people to maintain this server. So I continuously educate my clients. Actually, the cloud server may be safer than the private server. So if it is reputable cloud, I do believe the data leakage of privacy issue will be solved. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Bill. We only have 4 minutes left, so what I'm going to do is just give each of you only less than half a minute, just to give me your future view of how people should adjust to the future. So we'll start off with Tim. How do lawyers adjust to the future? In a few words only, please.
Sure. I think it's our company motto, or our latest line, is like AI is not going to replace lawyers, but it's just going to replace lawyers who are not using generative AI. So I believe in the future is with lawyers using generative AI, I think that will actually give the lawyers a more competitive edge in the market. So I think it's good to start using it now to experience for yourself. So you try to understand what is the competitive edge at the same time, what's actually good for your practice. Hope that would help.
So, Phil,
yes.
Give your guidance in a few words to lawyers, only a few words.
Okay. So basically, I agree with all speakers, and AI at this moment can't replace lawyers. So, but AI's tools help lawyers a lot. I do believe the quality of all the aspects in law firm will be improved in the near future, because in general, law's issue is very time consuming. So actually AI can help a lot in these areas, and the quality will become higher and higher. Thank you.
Thank you. Albert, less than 1 minute. Less than 1 minute. Give me an answer. Less than 1 minute. Your guidance to lawyers.
Yeah. My advice is leverage law tech. We know AI invent and evolve every minute. We use technology can help lawyer not only process their daily work, but also use law tech to conduct alternate dispute resolution and also help them to make their job more effective and efficient. And choosing a reliable vendor and the data store in Hong Kong jurisdiction is also very important.
Good salesman, Albert, you are. Okay, I'll finish off by saying what you guys should do is understand your system, understand the model you're using, understand that it is a tool. Please look at Principle 1.07 of the Guide to Professional Conduct, which dictates the professional conduct when you use any technology. And lastly, please learn, learn, learn. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll hand over now to Moderator.
Thank you very much for this very insightful sharing. And we certainly have a much better understanding of this topic now. To conclude today's conference, we are honored to invite Ms. Karen Wong, Vice President and Vice Chair Lady of the 7th Belt and Road Conference Organizing Committee of the Law Society of Hong Kong, to deliver the closing remarks. Ms. Wong, please.
Thank you, Celeste. Distinguished guests, colleagues, and friends, good afternoon again. As we conclude this second installment of the 7th Belt and Road Conference, I am deeply honored to reflect on all the dynamic discussions that we have had today. This second installment retains the theme, legal professionals joining efforts in advancing 8 major steps to build high-quality Belt and Road cooperation, has underscored the transformative power of collaboration. From building a peaceful and fair multipolar world to promoting the green economy and advancing scientific and legal technological innovation, our dialogues today have reaffirmed the critical role of legal professionals in shaping a sustainable, inclusive future. To our esteemed speakers and moderators, thank you for sharing your insights on harmonizing legal frameworks, de-risking green investments, and leveraging emerging technologies like AI and other technology incentives. Your contributions have demonstrated how cross-border cooperation can turn visions such as carbon neutrality and equitable energy transitions into actionable realities. To all the participants, your engagement in today's sessions reflects a shared commitment to advancing the goals of the Belt and Road initiatives. The challenges before us are significant, but also is our collective expertise and the willingness of innovation. I'm confident that these challenges could be catered together and be turned into opportunities for growth and progress. As your Vice Chair Lady of the Organizing Committee of this conference, I invite everyone to continue considering 3 aspects. First, harmonizing standards in bridging regulatory gaps to unlock green finance and sustainable investments. 2, fostering trust in leveraging Hong Kong's unique role to facilitate dialogue, collaboration, and to resolve cross-jurisdictional disputes. Third, empowering youth in equipping the next generation of all professionals with the tools to lead in innovation. Let us continue to build bridges, not just of steel and concrete, but of shared values, knowledge, and purpose. Together, we continue to foster high-quality cooperation and mutual prosperity. Last but not least, On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each of you. Until we meet again, I wish each and every one of you, wherever you are, abundance of health and prosperity. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wong. Our second installment of the 7th Belt and Road Conference ends here. On behalf of the Law Society of Hong Kong, we would like to extend our sincere gratitude to the eminent speakers and moderators for their valuable sharing. We would also like to thank the Professional Services Advancement Support Scheme of the Government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region for their support, and of course, all of you for joining us today. We look forward to meeting all of you again at the Law Society's events in the near future, apparently the 8th Belt and Road Conference, which will be announced officially later at the end of this year. Goodbye and have a nice day. Thank you.